Hey guys, Mr. Janakis here. I figured I would jump behind the camera and give you guys a little demonstration of what the different types of melodic motion that we're going to be talking about sound like. So in the previous slide, you guys saw that there were four types of melodic motion. We had the upward steps, which sound a little bit like this. We had downward steps, which is going in the opposite direction. And then we had upward leaps, which sound like this. And we had downward leaps, which sound a little bit like this. So, what is the difference between those different types of motion? Well, if you look at the upward and downward steps, if you pay close attention to the keys that I'm pressing, you'll notice that the keys are right next to each other. Now, I won't get too much into the difference between the different kinds of steps. I will just briefly say that there are whole steps and half steps. But the basic rule of thumb is that if the keys are touching each other, you have stepwise motion. If you're skipping over any keys, that's when they become leaps. So you can use different kinds of motion to create different types of melodies. See if you can hear how this song uses both steps and leaps. Now, if you noticed, that song both uses steps and leaps to create different feelings in the melody to change the shape. If you were to try to play that song with just steps, for example, it would probably sound something like this. So you'll notice that I didn't do any skips in there. All the notes connected to each other by steps. So the use of steps and skips is all about changing the shape of the melody to create a sense of melodic variation, which is to change the way that something moves or the way that something is. I hope that you guys enjoyed that little demonstration. Now go ahead and move on to the next slide to discuss how we can use different types of motion, either stepwise or skips, to create different types of melodies.